No, be not right.
You say what? I confess.
What? What are you confessing to?
What'd you confess to?
This is Azurdi, France. Moments after this body cam footage, officers will find his horrifying secret stuffed in her basement's freezer.
What'd you do?
Probably that one.
You guys don't want to see them, though. Yeah.
I want to punch it in the face. Now she's all fucking worried about it and she's stupid fucking cunt.
And as detectives begin pulling at the threads of this case, every new detail drags them deeper into a nightmare they weren't ready for. Nothing in their careers could have prepared them for what this mother had been hiding in her house.
Mama, I'm looking like this is messed up.
Nah, I swear I didn't, man.
Okay, because you're starting to look like a liar.
He peed on himself. His entire head was bigger than his body.
So you didn't like that he was blind?
It bothers me.
Why?
It was bothering me.
The majority of this footage has never been seen before, and viewer discretion is strongly advised. On June 24th, 2022, officers with the Wayne County Sheriff's Office in Detroit, Michigan, received a 911 call requesting a welfare check on a child who hadn't been seen by family members in months.
Detroit 911, what is the address of the emergency?
Welfare check at 12765 Monta Vista Street. I got a complaint that a mother reported to her family that one of her children was given away at the hospital, and then that same adult, the same mother, told a neighbor that her family members had the children. Well, the family members went to the house and confronted the mother, and she will not give up the information where the child is, and there's a concern that the child is actually dead.
How old is the child?
3 years old. There are 5 other children in that home as well.
Following the 911 call, officers are dispatched to the Monta Vista block in Detroit's west side, where they met Azurdi, France. And right away, it's a massive red flag.
What is what, man?
I gave my old friend, a friend of mine.
Okay, where does she live?
That information is in my iPhone.
Yeah. Okay, do you have your phone?
No.
You have a phone number?
No, it's in my iPhone.
Where's your phone?
It's not here.
Where's your phone?
It's broken. The only phone I have.
So it's not here, it's broken. Where, if it's broken or if it's not here, or is it both?
No, it's not here.
How long has baby been gone?
3 months.
3 months? Mm-hmm. So has the baby been in the France for 3 months?
Yes. I mean, I don't know. I asked family members to get him because I just had a baby and he's blind and he needs special attention. And she stepped in to help us.
Okay, where does she live at?
I'm not sure.
So you gave your baby to somebody that you don't know her whereabouts, you don't know where she lives, you don't know her phone number, you don't know none of that.
No.
Did y'all check this out?
This instinctive reaction would prove accurate, as they're given weak explanations for the whereabouts of 3-year-old Chase Allen, who is one of the 5 children under her care. Azurdi, who just recently gave birth, retells the story that prompted the 911 call in the first place. But in the end, she fails to provide a name, phone number, or address for officers to follow up on. But matters only get worse as officers ask to enter the home.
Okay. So I'm gonna need you give my officers permission to go in. Can they check this house and make sure the baby is not in his house?
He's not here.
Okay, can we come in and make sure he's not in his house?
You have a search warrant?
Doesn't matter.
Well, I'm asking you for permission. Can we come in and check this house for this child?
Further
He said he's missing for 3 months. We
to
don't have any information, so we need to make sure that he's not in here. Okay, I confess. You say what?
I confess.
What? What are you confessing to?
What'd you confess to? What'd you do?
While Azurdi is taken to a cruiser, other officers turn to the children inside, whose ages range from 2 months to 9 years old.
Can you tell me?
Watch the door.
It's okay.
Is he in the house?
Do you know?
Bye.
You can't remember anything? Do you remember like the last time you saw him? You're not in trouble. Is he inside?
While the officers scatter the filthy house and go down the basement, in the cruiser, Azurity offers her explanation.
This your car? All right. I get my shoes, please. Okay, go get your shoes. Go get your shoes. I'm scared. Don't. Listen. It was a... We got an accident. Listen.
He was malnutrition and I was scared to take him.
Okay, say no. Where is he?
In the basement in the fridge. I was scared. I was so scared.
Okay, have a seat. Have a seat.
Scared.
Okay.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Where's the baby?
I'm nervous.
You said he in the basement refrigerator.
Yes. I'm nervous.
When did he pass away? How long ago?
In March. The end of March. He was malnutrition and I didn't want to take him.
Okay.
Those are words no officer would ever expect to actually hear when signing up.
Probably that one.
You guys don't want to see that. I'm gonna guess it's in the bag. I don't have gloves.
I don't either.
Yeah. 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 Let's get him up here. Yeah. Damn. The fuck?
Right as they were leaving, the leading officer came down to check, but she was in for a surprise despite her strong persona.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah. The skeleton remains. You don't have to look if you don't want.
I'm gonna look. I got
Sure?
you. Yeah.
You sure? Take a peek. All right. If you want me to pull it back, I can.
That's good enough for me.
The stench was unmistakable. The cops' reactions make you feel the smell just by watching them.
I'm good. Whew.
As they secure the scene for the coroner and Child Protective Services to arrive, their focus shifts to the 4 other children in the house. And what officers find when they look closer at these kids tells them that what happened to Chase wasn't an isolated moment of rage. It was the way this household operated. Most of them are mostly naked, a detail that raised immediate concerns about the conditions they had been living in, which, as we'll later see, gets even darker than we could initially suspect.
Is that your little brother? Mm-hmm. Where's his clothes at? Does he have clothes?
Yeah, he is.
Where at? You want to show me? In this one?
No, this one.
You sleep in here? Okay. All right. What outfit did you grab for you?
The full scope of the living conditions became clear. The house was infested with cockroaches. Trash was piled everywhere. There was no running water, and the kitchen contained barely any food. In this appalling environment, officers located a 2-month-old infant sleeping in a baby swing, and the situation was so bad that the officers thought the baby was dead.
Is she alive? Yeah, the milk's just...
Shockingly, there was no food in the house, but she was certainly stocked on alcohol. Over at the cruiser, Azurity plays the role of a caring mother.
I didn't beat him, I didn't. He was malnutrition and I didn't know who to call. It's not abuse. I was scared. Where will my kids go?
CPS is coming out.
No. Will somebody get them?
I can't speak, I don't know.
Please.
I'm sorry to tell you that's what's happening.
They're on the way.
CPS there, yeah.
Oh my God, no, please. They have family. Oh my God, please, no. Excuse me.
Yes.
Can you tell my kids I love them, please?
I got you.
Please. Please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It is a convincing performance from a woman who, just minutes earlier, confessed to killing her son. But even that concern has limits, because when the tears stop, the question she circles back to isn't about the children.
Excuse me.
No.
Do my neighbors have to know? Do my neighbors?
Man, listen, you're asking me a lot of questions.
I'm nervous. I'm sorry.
I got you. I know. I understand you're nervous. I apologize for that. But right now, we don't know what's going on yet.
On the other hand, this case is so unusual and dismaying that cops can't hold back their thoughts as they would on other occasions.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Shut up. He's fucking disgusting.
I don't.
I want to punch this bitch in the fucking face. In reality.
What we signed up for, buddy?
Now she's all fucking worried about it and shit. Stupid fucking cunt. Dude,
Okay,
if this bitch don't stop knocking on the window,
Yep, so call them.
I'm gonna punch in the mouth.
Shoot, hopefully we take you so I can flirt with the girl from homicide. Nah, you're fine. You don't need it. I'm bullshitting. No, I said hopefully we take you so I can go flirt with the girl from homicide.
The kids are eventually taken to the hospital and Azurdi to the station, where she would be questioned about the circumstances surrounding Chase's death. But she won't be the only one answering questions, as over the coming hours, detectives will also sit down with their stepsister and two of the kids' dads, each with their own account of what was happening inside that house. But one of them will conflict his accounts and, if not explained well, could grant him a sentence on the many crimes we'll see as well. What the next compressed hours of interrogation footage uncover will expose a pattern of cruelty that every adult around Chase could see, and not one of them was able to stop. But first, detectives grill Azurdi.
No, I didn't.
So, can you tell me how he passed?
He wasn't eating. Okay, he's blind and he medical issues. So he
He's
wasn't
blind and what else?
He wouldn't eat or anything. Like he needed special attention. Like far as he was having
So there was other medical. So do you know the other medical?
Seizures.
So he had epilepsy or?
Yes. And okay, so I tried to wake him up that morning and he didn't wake up. He wasn't breathing or anything. So I laid him on the hallway floor and I thought to myself, I said, what am I gonna do? I picked up my phone and I was finna call, but I was scared. So I just took it and put him in the basement.
So how long ago was that?
The end of March.
The end of March.
Yes.
So you're saying you woke up one morning and he was already dead?
Yes.
He died in his sleep?
Yes, he had to because he wasn't breathing. I was about to wake him up.
Where did he sleep?
In the room with the kids.
In a bed by himself or?
Yes. The kids was in my room and he was in there.
By himself?
Yep.
And he's how old?
3.
And when you say he wasn't eating, were you trying to feed him?
Yes, I was. I went and bought the powder from GNC, the weight powder.
Protein powder?
And I bought the insured. I did everything I could. He wasn't eating. And I was
you ever tried to take him to the doctor?
I was scared. I was scared that they was going to take my other kids. I was so scared.
So how long had he not been eating?
A couple weeks.
And you never took him to the doctor or anything to try to figure out what was going on? Because you were afraid they were going to take your other kids?
Yes.
Claiming that your 3-year-old child simply stopped eating as if he's capable of even deciding that is perplexing. Little Chase was also blind, a condition that made him entirely dependent on the adults around him, yet she deliberately left him alone in the bedroom. If you've ever wished payday came sooner, this might actually help. There's a banking app called Current with a bunch of useful features, and one of the main ones lets you access up to $750 of your paychecks early if you qualify. With Current, you get a full set of features like Paycheck Advance, fee-free overdraft, the Build Card, and more. Paycheck Advance is my favorite, but if you're focused on building credit or just want a smoother way to manage your money, it handles everything in one app. I actually liked the app myself, which is why I partnered with them. And right now, they're giving $75 to anyone who signs up using my link or scans the QR code on screen. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign-up page where you can create your account. Just go through the normal sign-up steps, enter your information, and order your Current card. After you complete those steps, you'll see the option pop up to enter my promo code, JUDGE, which unlocks the $75 bonus when you switch your direct deposit. So make sure you go through the full sign-up process so you don't miss it. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful or tight sometimes, it's definitely worth just checking out because that's literally what it's designed for. helping people like you stay more on top of their finances.
I found one of the plastic bags and I put him in
Like a laundry bag?
Yep, and then I walked him downstairs and put him in the basement. But I wasn't.
So you put him in the bag first?
Yes.
Upstairs?
In the hallway.
You put him in the bag, then you carried the bag down into the basement?
Yes.
And you have a refrigerator in the basement?
A freezer.
Is it like a?
It was there when I moved there. It's like.
Well, describe it to me. Does it look like a refrigerator, or does it look like one of those like? So at the end of March, so you put him in there, and then that was it.
Yes.
You never checked. You never tried to move the body. You never tried to do anything with it.
No, I went down there like a couple of weeks ago, and I just got on my knees and prayed.
When did you discover that the refrigerator wasn't working?
Last week.
Last week.
Yes.
So when you initially put him in there, the refrigerator was working.
Yes, it was. I did not beat him or anything. He just wouldn't eat. He wasn't eating. Like, I did call my dad and say, Dad, he's not eating. I don't know what to do. And they did tell me to take him to the hospital, and I didn't listen.
So since March, none of your family members or anybody have asked like where he's at or anybody, and
I kept lying and saying he was with someone. And I wanted to open up to him, but I was so scared.
The detective isn't buying it. Given what officers found at that house, he begins to question whether France is the only one responsible. While they wait for the lab to provide conclusive results, the detective shifts focus. The injuries found on Chase's body were severe, and the conditions inside that house suggested a level of cruelty that is difficult to attribute to a mother acting alone. So the detective began exploring the possibility that someone else was involved, and that she may be protecting them.
And I'm not accusing you of lying to me or trying to be an a-hole or anything like that, okay? Just hear me out, okay? I understand this is your baby daddy. It's the father of some of your kids. You know, if something happened and you're trying to cover up for him, you need to think about your other kids. And you need to be there for them. So if he did something to that child and you're trying to cover up for him, you should just... You need to tell me.
No, I swear on my kids, I swear.
So you're telling me for the last 4 months?
You can call my dad too, because me and him got into it, and my dad made him move out. And ever since then, he's been sleeping in the driveway.
I understand that he's been sleeping in the driveway, but what I'm saying is, so for 4 months, he didn't ask.
Yes, he asked, and
he never didn't. I mean, 4 months is a long time for a kid to be away. And for him not to wonder where this child is. He's not the father of that child?
No, he was wondering where he was. He kept asking me, and I kept lying and saying he was with someone. So and he kept saying that didn't sound right to him.
None of his family members ever came and visited the child or anything like that? Grandma, nothing?
No.
Okay. That's what I want you to do. We're just going to go over everything again. We're going to write it out, okay?
If you've paid close attention so far, there's been no tears, no crash out, nor any more mom acting out. She's explained what happened to her dead child and is answering questions as you would in a supermarket. Meanwhile, forensic analysts are going through Azurity's phone, and what they find on it will change the trajectory of this entire case. But Azurity isn't the only person detectives want to hear from. Investigators also interview people close to her, and what they reveal will expose just how many people watched this child waste away. Starting from Lamar Taylor, the father of 2 of her kids, who claims he had nothing to do with what happened inside that house. But his own words are about to put him right in the middle of it.
Has kind of had a little disagreement about whether or not to have the baby.
Yes.
And that she began to lie whether or not she was going to have an abortion.
Exactly. She was telling me that the workers was about to help her, and I was trying to help her. I had money to help her. That was the case, because she kept on saying she wasn't ready to have another baby. So I'm like, I will help you get the abortion. Just let me know whatever I need, how much I need. And she was saying, no, the worker's going to help me. It's okay. I will get it done.
And then she lied about, then she said she was going to have the baby.
Exactly.
And then she lied about whether it was going to be a boy and a girl or a girl. And then she lied to you and told you that she worked out some type of private adoption or something.
Yes. Told me that the lady who had sent us, I don't know, sent some money over and paperwork over just to come and get the baby when she had him in the hospital.
So that's when you guys broke up?
Basically, yes. We've been broke up. I was just...
But I mean, that's when you're like kind of gone.
Exactly, yeah.
You said you went over. You were all like kind of staying on the east side.
Yes.
And then after your daughter was born, how old was she when you came back around? How old was your daughter after she was born?
Well, that's when I came back around.
So as soon as she was having the baby, you came back
in April,
around. Yeah. Okay. So for how many months do you think you were gone?
I'll say about 3. And she told me that she gave him up for adoption, and she couldn't handle it anymore. I guess from his illness of him being blind, that she couldn't do it no more. And
okay, so what? So you're saying she told you that she gave him up for adoption?
She told everyone. She told me and everyone else that.
Her family,
neighbors.
So everybody was under the impression that the child had been adopted.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, let's take a step back.
Despite having 2 biological children in the house, Lamar had spent the last few months sleeping in her driveway after a nasty breakup. And according to him, he never went in the house nor noticed anything different.
Well, she just got him back like a year ago, but she had him for like a year and a half. So
yeah, but when they're that young, they got to go every couple months, get their new series of shots and get checkups. And so, did you ever see her take them to the doctor?
And that's probably about it.
You don't remember her taking any of the other children to the doctor?
No. She did through whatever he was going through. I remember I had to come get my son. And
what do you mean when he was going through whatever he was going through?
He was sick. I guess he had got sick from food or something. What do you mean? Like, what that mean?
Well, I mean, I know he's blind. Right. And how old is he? Or was he?
3.
Okay. I mean, did he require more attention?
That's what she made it seem, yes.
And, I mean, talk to me about, like, what was different about him?
Well, if he wasn't eating or something, or like if he just anything wrong or something like that, she would just, like, get real mad or whoop him or whatever.
When you say whoop him, like, what would she do?
She'd get a belt and whoop him.
She'd hit him with a belt?
Yes.
Where at?
On his butt.
Just his butt?
Well, yeah, I don't sit there and just watch her. I just know she was whooping him.
Like what part of the belt?
I'm guessing the regular is the side that you whip him with.
Not the buckle?
No, I don't know.
Did you ever see her use her hands, punch, kick, throw him?
No.
Drag him?
No.
Grab him by his head, neck, anything like that?
No.
Did you ever see her lock him in the room?
Yeah, she'd lock him in the room. Yeah, because if I did come over there, that's where he used to be at in the room. So
she would just lock him in the room.
Yeah, she would say that he's in the room and whatever, and then.
Now, what would it take for her to whoop on him? What would he do?
I'm guessing when he either boo-boo something on the floor or do anything that was basically she wouldn't approve it, I guess.
Did she have a short fuse when it came to him?
Yes, she had a short fuse period, but it was mostly when it came to him.
So he was potty trained, right?
He was potty trained and then he wasn't. I guess he was getting potty trained. So it was like he had to go to the bathroom every now and then, or he'd say he had to use the bathroom, and then he said he don't, or he was like, I don't know.
And he'd go on the floor or something like that sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes he'd go on the floor, yeah.
And that would obviously set her off, right?
Exactly.
Those are damning words from the man who technically shared the same roof with Azurity, but they barely scratched the surface. Because when detectives sit down with Christopher Smith, the father of another one of her children, he doesn't just confirm what they already suspected. He describes injuries on Chase that make everything Lamar just said sound like a cover story.
Have you ever known Miss France to be violent?
She got her moments, but she's not.
When you say that, what do you mean?
Say like she probably getting into, I see her family or something. You say something to her, she thinks she know everything. She's not violent. She manipulative to anything. She try to manipulate the situation.
So you like, she's not a physical, you never know her to be a physical person. She's more of a manipulator.
Yeah.
All right.
When you find out when she doing all this lying, that's when she start getting violent. when you catch her. That's when she started getting with the physical act. Around like last year, he was losing weight. He wasn't eating or nothing like that. If he ain't eating, you ain't feeding him. Come on.
You said that was last year. She told you he was losing weight and he wasn't eating.
Yeah, this was about like last year.
These people get tired, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she had some guy in the house making her tired. She wasn't focused on herself, her kids. She was so focused on this freaking dude, whatever his name Lamar is, my daughter talks about. I didn't even know it was a house because I was asking questions. Didi said nobody was in the house, just with them.
But the most disturbing account doesn't come from the fathers. It comes from Azurity's own sister, who saw what was happening to Chase up close, and what she describes is the detail that haunted detectives long after this case was closed.
When last time you seen him?
The last time I physically seen him was earlier last summer.
Early last summer, and that'd be 2021.
I always did like regular pop-ups from time after work. Just because I knew the type of person she was. I knew she wasn't capable of taking care of her kids.
Why'd you say that?
Because, first of all, we always got into it because of how she took care of her kids. Like, me and her always got into it. She never liked me, always blocked me because she didn't like hearing the truth. I told her plenty of times, like, you need to start taking care of your kids, doing better, and if you need help, you need to call us. She didn't like to hear that. I told her that she needed to get rid of Lamar because he wasn't helping her with her kids. He didn't care, even though he had kids by her. He still didn't care.
So you saw the baby last, and he looked terrible. What happened? Horrible. And that was last summer?
Last summer.
How did he look?
Horrible. I walked into the house, and the house was filthy, nasty. I walked into the room, and I didn't see. But when the kids started moving, they always laying on top of him like he didn't exist. Like he just was, I don't know, it's like, it was horrible. I walked in, I told him to get the off of him. And when he stood up, he had on a baby's diaper. At that time, he was, what, 2, I believe?
Yep.
He was 2. And he stood up. He peed on himself. His entire head was bigger than his body. And his eyes was just like going weird, like he couldn't focus on me. And I told her, I said something wrong with his eye. Something is wrong with his eyes, like he's going blind. Fine before he got back. All the kids was fine before they got back into her care after she had that incident with my dead brother's son. All the kids were perfectly fine. I don't understand why they gave her kids back. I really don't.
Multiple people on separate occasions saw this child deteriorating. By October 2021, Chase had gone completely blind. Doctors ran every test and found no medical cause. What they did find was proof that his blindness wasn't a condition. It was an injury, and even though a child evaluation was recommended, it never happened. He was sent back home, and that was the last time he ever saw a doctor. Eventually, people stopped seeing him altogether, and Azurity never ran out of excuses.
Asking her for any information, she wouldn't give us nothing. Always lying, telling different stories. So we went.
What story did she give y'all?
The first story was he was in cold water with her daddy. That was a lie. He wasn't down there.
How'd y'all find out he wasn't down there?
We found out from that's not my daddy. My sister's daddy's girlfriend.
Okay, so you found out through
somehow. I think my mom was talking to her and she said like once or twice, but she kept saying that he was staying down there.
Okay.
The second lie was that she took him to the hospital and she told the hospital that she didn't want him no more. She couldn't deal with it, and she said they told her that if she give him up willingly, she won't get into any trouble. I found that to be bullshit and a lie, because if you tell them that you can't take care of him, that means you're not capable of taking care of the rest of your kids. They're not just gonna give you a chance to just give away that one kid. They're gonna take all your kids.
So you're saying it'd be an open investigation on everything?
Yes.
All right. So that was the second one.
The third lie, she told. This is when I pulled up to her house that one day, and I asked her. She said he's with this man and his wife. I said, where's the information? She was like, I just talked to him. She would not give me no information about him. I said, out of all of your kids, you give up. I said, why didn't you give up the rest of your kids? I just couldn't deal with him no more. I don't understand why she couldn't deal with him, maybe because he was blind, but The sweetest kid that she had, the most quietest kid, was last year when I seen him.
Last year you told me.
I wanted to take him out the house. I said, give him to me. I told her, that's when she kept making up excuses. I don't have clothes, I don't have shoes. I said, I have stuff for him. I begged her, I said, give him to me.
Did she ever call you and be like, hey, you can come get him?
She did one time. That was before that, though.
Well,
and I just told her, yeah, she said that, you want that, you can come get him. But then she played me, and I never heard from her again after that. And then that's when I did a pop-up at her house, and that's when I told her, just give him to me. I don't know if she... I knew CPS would have got involved, but what I don't understand is why she even got her kids back at all.
Why her kids get taken in the first place, you know?
Because she beat my nephew.
She beat your nephew? Who child was that?
My dead brother.
The dead brother. So it's beat him.
Franz had only gotten her children back less than a year before Chase died. They had been removed from her care after a prior child conviction that put her on a 2-year probation. And when detectives pulled the records on how many times people tried to save Chase before it was too late, what they found was almost as infuriating as the crime itself.
It's been about a year. Calling social workers. And I called the social workers because one time I went over to the grandma home. I guess she was hiding or something like that. I guess I was over to the kids. My kid was over there. So, because I went around the corner and I said, I know the grandma, I know all we like little family. So this is the time is beginning of the year, 2021. When this boy, I seen him, I took him to the bathroom, I put on the sleeve. I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm letting you know the beginning. We'll
get to it.
The next day I called the social workers, let them know this boy got a 3rd-degree burn and I'm concerned, and she took him to the hospital. And that's when they went out there and did a little investigation. Then they came back, told me, and I'm like, she not letting me, she don't got a real number I can call my kids. She's not letting me allow me get to talk to my kids. Or you gotta, I'm gonna go, the social worker said, I'm gonna go over there to tell her. So, okay.
You remember who the social worker was?
I don't remember the lady's name. But it's documented though. Whoever that caseworker was, she came over to my house, gave me some paperwork, some little resources that can help me out. But at the beginning of all this, I made numerous calls about her mental state. She admitted herself in a psych ward. That's back in March.
When?
This is back in March.
You sure? She
told me.
She said that she checked herself in March of this year.
I don't know if it's March, but I don't remember the date. I know it was around March.
So she admitted herself.
While the detective is right about the minimum requirements for a home, it clearly wasn't what officers walked into on June 24th. The house was so filthy that any caseworker would certainly have reported it. It was also discovered that of the 13 reports submitted to Child Protective Services, only 6 were investigated and subsequently closed.
There's no way you're going to have me believe that you're completely detached from that house other than you pulling your truck in the driveway and sleeping, okay?
No,
you've got 2 children that you birthed with her, so you've got an emotional connection there, okay?
Exactly.
Regardless of how you feel about her, you still have 2 children that you love.
Right.
So to suggest that you're separating yourself, you're detaching yourself, I don't know what was going on in there, man. We were having problems. I was sleeping in my truck, but I was there.
No, I never said I didn't know what was going on. I was there.
You tell me what was going on.
Well, as far as her being mother, she was doing her duties, and she was just basically just, like I said, depressed, and she was going through her illnesses, whatever. And I was there to try to help her out, to try to make her, come down from that. And I wanted her to go get help. And
Lamar wasn't even in the picture when officers arrived, but he's put himself there with every word he's spoken. If he's not honest and careful, his fate can be tied to that of Francis, which surely won't be a good one.
They can open up to a total stranger and be honest and understand the trauma that they saw, the horrific things they saw. You want me to believe that somebody that they trust and, in your words,
love you,
those same children never told you anything about their brother, but yet they'll tell a total stranger like me?
Nah, I swear they didn't, bro. No, they didn't.
Hey, look.
Like, I always used to say that it was like when it first happened, or when I first started, I would see him just acting weird, like, to ask her, like, what's wrong with him? And she'd say, I don't know, I'm gonna make him a doctor's appointment to see what's going on, and, I would always ask her, like, something's wrong, like, he's acting weird.
You don't want to get caught up covering up for her.
I'm not, bro.
This is a horrible situation.
I know. I'm hurt. I'm in it.
And you are in it now. Okay. And we got to do what's right for this child that lost his life, and for the other children that are in that home. What do you think? Where do you think your kids are right now? Or your other? Where do you?
They're about to go. I'm about to go get them from wherever they are.
Right.
Yeah.
But where do you think they were yesterday, and had to go through all that with the police and the EMS, and taken to the hospital and examined and interviewed by CPS and interviewed by this person, that person.
I know.
You've got children that observe the mother putting that in a bag and throwing that in a freezer. Now, Lamar, there's no way. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm not trying to disrespect you. Respect you.
But if I knew something like that, bro, I would definitely.
Hold on, man. I'm talking right now. Okay, I'm going to talk. I'm going to give you plenty of opportunity to speak, but you're going to hear me first. Okay. Now, listen to me. Okay, and I want you to apply common sense and logic to what I'm saying. Okay. Now, if an 8 or a 9-year-old can sit at a table with a total stranger and open up and talk about details of things they saw.
You didn't hear any of these kids mention
the smell,
anything, or that smell. Are you kidding me?
No, I swear.
You never went in the basement over that long period of time.
Over the last 3
months.
months.
I don't even. When I say I was there just to lay my head in my truck, and that was that, bro. I don't know nothing else about.
But we just went through that. That the reason why you're there, the reason why you're in that driveway sleeping. Right, is because you've got 2 biological children in that house that you love.
Exactly.
You've got 6 children total that you look at as your children, right?
Right.
To a certain extent. Because they certainly look at you as a father figure, right?
My baby,
okay, so it's not about parking in a driveway and falling asleep because you got no other place to sleep. Okay, you're there because of the relationship you have with the mother and the children.
Right, so you could have slept in your mom's driveway.
The easy thing to do is sit there across from this table and just detach yourself. I don't know what the hell was going on inside that house. Okay, those kids.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just nervous at the point. I never.
What did I talk to you about? Just tell the truth, man.
You gotta be honest, because what's gonna happen is nobody's gonna believe that you don't know anything, and you're gonna look like a fucking liar instead of looking like a man that's telling the truth. And so we can, get on this fucking.
Like I said, I didn't know. I really for the whole just when she told me that he was in adoption or he was getting adopted, that's just the honest truth. But as far as her, like the depression she was going through, yes, she did whoop on him a lot, and she did basically show him like a lot of hate, basically. Okay. And it was a lot, and I used to tell her a lot, like, you got to stop doing that, and that was another reason why I left, because there was just too much going on. I'm like, it was just, I don't know, bro. It was just a lot.
Tell me about this too much going on. What is that?
Like far as like her yelling and is like my stuff was coming up, bro. It was just a lot. It was just.
Lamar is now definitely in the picture, and his confession so far tightly ties him as possibly another perpetrator of this horrific crime. His full body language contradicts every word he's saying, along with every fact detectives are laying on him, but the questioning only gets more shocking.
So you're trying to tell me not at any point in time you didn't hear shit from any of them kids about...
Man, hell no, man. If I knew that, trust me, bro, I would definitely. I know, bro. That's a little too much for me, man. I don't.
And you got a,
come on, man.
You got a body decomposing in the basement of that house.
Exactly. So if I know anything about that, and I
you
got
never
kids
questioned the
with this
smell.
Like I said, when I went in,
Where's the washing machine at?
She didn't have a washing machine.
Okay. What was in the basement?
I didn't know about the freezer and That was it. I don't know what else she put down there. I just know it was a freezer down there for sure.
Okay.
But I didn't think, like I said, I didn't think to go check no freezers. I didn't think to do none of that. Because when she told me that
You
he
didn't
was
question
gone,
the smell?
No, I didn't.
Any sane person would ask the same question. If you lived there and saw those children, how is it possible you didn't know? Remember Azurdi's phone? Forensic analysts had been going through it since the day of her arrest. And what they found shattered whatever was left of her story. Franz had searched for how to dispose of a body after Chase died. Not how to save him, not how to call for help, how to get rid of him. They found no evidence tying Lamar to the crime. But that search alone told detectives this wasn't a mother who panicked. This was a mother who planned. So when they bring her back in for a second interview days later, they're not looking for answers anymore. They already have them. They're looking for a confession.
Mm-hmm. And my dad just took him and my stepmom.
You say he was blind, you wasn't giving him attention that you was giving the other kids.
Uh-huh.
And what type of attention was that?
Like, sitting there talking to him and stuff, and interacting with him.
Was he able to walk?
Yes.
Was he able to talk?
Uh-huh.
So he's able to walk, talk, tell you what he wants, everything like that?
Couldn't see.
So you just couldn't see?
No.
So all you had to do was help him around?
And I felt bad.
What you felt bad for?
Because I wasn't interacting with him.
Why?
I mean...
Someone just lied.
It's different to me. He was blind, and I
Did you like that he was blind, or you didn't like he was blind?
No.
So you didn't like that he was blind?
It bothers me.
Why?
It was bothering me.
Why? What type of bother?
Like, I sit there and cry, and I ask God why did he become blind.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't do nothing anymore. Like, when I got him back, he was doing stuff, playing, but when he got blind, it's like, I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. When he became blind, did you follow up with all his doctor's appointments when he became blind?
Yes.
You sure?
Hey, after he left the hospital.
After he left the hospital and they did the procedures at Kresge's, right?
Uh-huh. He didn't have any more. Like, they didn't tell me to take him anywhere. They said his vision was just gone.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
And they did some procedures.
Uh-huh.
And that was like... Cause Mr. Fox, Mr. Fox had to make you make a appointment or something, didn't he?
I forgot. What's the appointment was? Yep, eye doctor's appointment.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
So he made you make that appointment, right?
And then after that, I didn't have any more appointments.
Contrary to what she says, doctors had told her to bring Chase back for follow-up appointments, but she never did, claiming she was overwhelmed with the other children. But the detective's next question cuts through every excuse she has built, exposing the real reason Chase looked the way he looked.
Yep, I was in.
How long did Grandpa have
like a month. Almost 2 months.
Almost 2 months?
Yep.
Okay. And when you got him back, how did he look?
He was healthy.
When you took him, how did he look?
When my dad came around?
How did he look?
I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't eating or anything.
Was you feeding him?
Yes, I was.
What was you feeding him?
Everything.
Like what?
Like chicken, mashed potatoes. It's certain stuff that he eat. Like he only want noodles or ravioli, pizza, and then after that he just stopped eating. And I went to the store and I got him some weight loss stuff.
Why give him some weight loss stuff?
Because he was losing weight.
So you got some weight loss stuff, some weight gain stuff?
I mean, I'm sorry, weight gain stuff.
Weight gain stuff? So you got some powder stuff?
Yeah, and then I was doing the insurance, and he wouldn't drink the insurance. I was trying everything. Everything. So
you take him to the doctor?
No.
Why?
I was scared.
What was you scared for?
Because I knew they was going to take him.
Why was he going to take him?
Because I had a cousin like that, and when she took her son, they took him.
What's the cousin name?
Nicole Brown.
And they took what?
Her son.
For what?
Malnutrition.
Malnutrition?
Uh-huh.
Was something she was doing?
Like,
was something that she was doing to him to not make him eat or anything?
I'm not sure.
Well, no, all right. It was something you was doing that was not why he wasn't eating? So why would you think they was gonna take the kids?
I don't know. Cause I just got him back.
And
then my stepmom, she was putting that in my head. She said, well, if they take the other kids, she'll get them. And she did tell me that she'll go in and take them in, but I refused not to take them in.
Why?
I was scared.
Scared of what?
I don't know. I was scared they were going to take my kids, and I didn't want that.
So you scared they was going to take them. So you let them just not eat and stuff.
No, he was eating, but it's like, I don't know what happened that morning. He didn't wake up.
All right, we ain't got there yet.
Okay.
We ain't got there yet.
The problem was never the child. Little Chase stayed with his grandparents for some time, and in that short period, he ate well and even put on some weight. But with Azurity, he was just too scared to eat.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was eating for your dad?
Uh-huh. Maybe he wasn't eating for me because, okay, I did used to yell at him.
What you yell at him for? What you yell at him for?
He wouldn't eat.
He wouldn't eat?
Mm-hmm.
What else?
And then, okay, he wouldn't go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Like, he'd just sit there and pee and...
On the cell?
Yeah. And I didn't whoop him, though.
Now, remember, it's okay now. Just win.
I don't want to be in trouble.
Just win.
Okay, I was frustrated. I did hit him.
When?
A couple times.
I know.
It was a couple times.
Why?
I was frustrated and I was angry.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I didn't mean to.
But this is the time to say what happened.
Okay. I did hit him with a belt a few times. But I was frustrated over him, and I didn't mean to hit my son.
For the first time, Azurity admits she hit Chase. The detective doesn't let up. In a masterclass interrogation, he presses her on what happened that day, and slowly, the real story comes out. Also note how Azurity is calm, relaxed, and talks freely. Not the type of worried, crushed, and befuddled mother you would expect in this situation.
The cause of what happened to him. Not because you're not eating and everything and all that. You got to come tell me.
I think that's what it was.
You got to come tell me about everything, though. And at this point, when you boo-booing everything on yourself and everything, and you're frustrated at this point, you say you're overwhelmed, you're saying, right? You're overwhelmed. At what point did it come to...
Like, what do you mean?
What point did it come too much to whoopings and everything?
I don't know.
You do know. You got to tell me.
Just nervous.
Don't be nervous. Because time is not to be nervous. The time is, like you just said a little while ago, you're a bad mama. This is the time to be a good mama. This is the time to be a good mama. Okay? So you gotta tell me, when was it too much for him?
If it was February or the middle of March.
What happened?
Okay. He wouldn't eat, and I just took it overboard.
What you do?
I started hitting him, and then I kicked him one time. That was it.
Where you kick him at?
I think in his chest.
Okay, what happened after you kicked him in his chest?
He lay down, and I went to go check him, and he was okay. But the next morning, he didn't. I tried to feed him, and he didn't get up.
Was your shoes on when you kicked him?
No.
Shoes off?
Yes.
Did he? What else you do after? You say you just kicked him. What else did you do that day?
I whooped him.
You whooped him and kicked him?
Mm-hmm.
At any point at that time, did he boo-boo on himself that day?
No.
Anytime did he try to eat his feces or anything?
Yes.
When did he do that?
He did that a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And I whooped him for that too.
You whooped for that?
Mm-hmm.
February or March, right? Of this year, right? Let's get into February, March this year. When you said you kicked him in the chest, was that was the next day when he woke up? When he didn't wake up?
No.
He didn't wake. What time of the day did you kick him in the chest?
That was that night.
That night you kicked him in the chest? And you said you went overboard that day.
Yeah, I was so frustrated that he wasn't doing what I told him to do, and
what was you telling him to do?
I took it out on him to eat, and tell him when he gotta go to the bathroom and stuff.
And he wouldn't tell you?
No. And I shouldn't have did it, but I blame myself.
Do you think you kicking him in the chest that day did it to him?
I could have. I'm not sure.
Not sure. But you know he didn't wake up the next day.
No. When I went in there to try to feed him and give him something to drink, like, I set him up and he fell back down.
The autopsy later confirmed what the detective had been driving at. The fatal blow wasn't to Chase's chest. Instead, it was blunt force trauma to the head. That meant Azurdi didn't kick him just once that night, but repeatedly, and more than one landed on his head. He had injuries at various stages of healing which hinted at a clear pattern of violence directed at a blind, entirely helpless child.
You set him up, he fell back down. At what time did you said bruises all over, you said bruises on his body.
Mm-hmm.
Where was the bruises at?
Like, I think his back and his chest.
His back and chest?
Mm-hmm.
What type of bruises were they?
Like whips.
Whips?
Mm-hmm.
And where they come from?
The belt.
And because you said he had no clothes on, right?
No.
Alright. Do you have any bruise on his head anywhere?
No.
Anytime, let me ask you, anytime that you tie Chase up?
Yes.
When did you tie him up?
I can't remember, but I did tie him up a few times.
Where at?
Like this. And then I whooped him with a belt.
So you tie his arms up, then whooped him with a belt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go to that day. What day was that you kicked him in the chest? Can't remember. All right, let's go to that. Let's go to the day that you kicked. You said it's sometime February, March, right? Just kicked him that night. You said that night. Let's go to the next morning. You said you went in there, tried to sit him up.
Yes.
And he wouldn't sit up.
He wasn't breathing.
That night.
Yes.
He wasn't breathing.
No.
Did you call 911?
No.
Why you call 911?
I was scared.
You scared? Did any other kids see this?
Started crying, and they said they didn't want to get took away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them that I was going to take care of it, and I shouldn't have.
And what did you do to take care of it?
I put them in a bag and put them downstairs.
Where at?
In the refrigerator.
The refrigerator?
Well, it was a freezer.
Freezer?
It went out.
Okay. And that happened, what month was that?
In the March.
In the March.
But what she admits next reveals that the night Chase died wasn't even the worst part of his story.
But you wasn't whooping him like you would whoop Chase.
No.
Why is that?
I didn't. It just felt different. He wasn't doing what I asked him to do, and I understand he was blind.
Mm-hmm.
I never had a blind child before, and I didn't have any help.
Let me ask you this serious question. Did you not? You didn't want him? So why?
It felt different.
So
my dad wasn't supposed to bring him back to me.
So your dad's supposed to keep him?
Yes.
And why didn't you keep him?
I told my dad it was overwhelming for me. I told everybody.
So why wouldn't you just say, I don't want this one?
Because I felt like if I said that, they was gonna take all of them.
Oh, okay. That's what you thought?
Yes.
All right. So you treated you treated him different. Then you just didn't want this child. And because you
blind.
Up to you, and because you didn't want him, what did you do?
I whooped him.
Mm-hmm.
And was abusing him.
Yeah. Okay. And for several months, you would say?
Yes.
How many months would you say you should be?
3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. And did the kids observe abusing him?
Yes.
And then the detective asks the one question she's been avoiding all night.
Do you think you ultimately killed?
No, I don't think. I could have, but I don't think I did.
You don't think abusing him all those months did something to him?
Yes.
You don't think kicking him in the chest that day did something to him? That's a yes?
Yes.
Alright. Because all he was blind. He didn't have no other medical conditions, right?
No.
He wasn't autistic, right?
No.
No mental illnesses, right?
No.
He didn't have nothing wrong with his body, the doctor's saying, right?
No.
So he breathed okay, no asthma, no nothing like that, right?
No.
And why do you think he wasn't eating?
Because of me.
Why?
I was whooping him and stuff, abusing him. He just felt frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
He gave up.
Did you feed him?
Yes,
did you
I
try
did.
to feed him?
Yes,
did you
I
keep
did.
food away from him?
No, I fed him.
You fed him?
Yes, I did.
Mm. He lost weight. He lost about a lot of weight with you, though, right?
Yeah.
Why was he losing weight?
He wouldn't eat. I don't know. He would not eat nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like he did that because I was whooping him.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to eat.
Okay.
If it was a mistake, why didn't she call for help? Because you don't call 911 when you already know what you did.
You said you put him in that bag?
In a laundry bag.
Mm-hmm.
And took him in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
That was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The detective then circles back to one detail France has been dancing around all night.
You didn't do nothing?
Went to my cousin's house.
Went to your cousin's house? What'd you do?
She drink.
Drink? What you drink?
Wine.
Let me ask you something. Was you drinking that night you kicked Chase?
Finally, the report details that Azurity France was drunk on the night she beat her 3-year-old son, and he passed away as a result of his injuries. She told detectives she kicked him in the chest in a fit of rage, but it was determined that the cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Even in her confession, she was still lying. With France's confession secured, investigators moved to build the case. Over the following days, search warrants are executed on the home, and the evidence collected tells a story that goes far beyond what France admitted in that room. The autopsy confirmed what the detective had been pressing France on for hours. Chase's injuries were the result of repeated physical abuse over time. He was severely malnourished, weighing only 16 kilograms, and at the time of his death, his stomach was completely empty. On June 27th, just 3 days after the discovery, Azurity France was charged with felony murder, first-degree child abuse, torture, and concealing the death of an individual. She initially pleaded not guilty. However, she would later change her plea to guilty on one count of second-degree murder. By the time of her sentencing hearing, Azurity was found to be pregnant. In the 2 years between her arrest and sentencing, she made over 700 calls from jail. In one of them, we hear her happily share the news.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. I just got out the hospital.
Again, did you say that you supposed to be going in tomorrow?
I had the baby yesterday.
Oh, you already had the baby?
Yeah, I was in there since Friday.
Oh, damn.
She was born at 8:04 yesterday.
You had a girl, but it just...
Yeah. She's 10 pounds.
So how big? So that what's her name and come and get her?
I don't know. They didn't even. As soon as I pushed her out, they took her. They asked for my IP number, and that was it.
Azurity France was sentenced to 35 to 60 years in prison, with 767 days credited for time served. She is currently incarcerated at the Michigan Department of Corrections. A GoFundMe created by Chase's grandmother raised over $8,000 for funeral expenses and the ongoing care of little Chase's surviving siblings. The current status of France's other children has not been made public. He never got to see the world, and his innocent smile was cut short forever. Rest in peace, little Chase. If you enjoyed our production, please consider subscribing. It helps us cover more bizarre cases for you. I'll see you next time.